Hello friends and welcome to Sustainable Prepping, your home for fear-free emergency preparedness and a sustainable life. My name is Brecky and today I am rolling through Vlogmas and I'm going to be taking you along for a quick Walmart restock haul. Now I did a massive haul for Thanksgiving and we still have quite a few things left for that, but I did a small rehaul to a restock to refill my pantry with a few things that I realized I was missing, and I will show you what I realized I was missing as I was cooking over the last week, and then just a few fresh items, how much I spent, and give you some ideas for things that you might need to inventory from your own pantry if you were like me and realize you might be missing a few things. If you're new here, I want to say a great big welcome. I'm glad you're joining me from Vlogmas, and if you're not new, welcome back. We're doing a video all 5 days of the week, every week until Christmas. I'm very excited, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit more of my life than my more sit-down formal videos. So let me show you what I got from Walmart this morning. Here is a quick glance at the haul, and I spent just under $130. If I find my receipt, I will post down here. Down here, I'll let you know the exact total. There were a couple of adjustments from what I ordered, so I don't know the exact number. I think it was like 128 and change when I placed the order, but there are a few things that they had to replace that were cheaper items. So I will let you know the exact as we get started. Okay, so we're gonna start over here on the fresh end. We were very, very low on fresh items. We eat tons of fresh fruits and veggies. So I wanted to restock, so I've got some grapes. There was a pretty decent price on grapes. Again, we try to eat as organically as possible. As you'll see, there are compromises here, but particularly for something that you eat fresh where the pesticide is sprayed directly on the item, like the grapes and like the spinach here and apples, I try to get those organic. Although I got carrots that were organic because the price differential is not that high, I don't mind eating non-organic carrots, potatoes, things like that. So, all right, so we got red seedless grapes. These are primarily going to be for the twin 3-year-olds and my 12-year-old who loves fruit, and my husband loves fruit. I don't mind grapes, but they're not my favorite. So those are gonna be eaten probably fairly quickly, but we'd like to have lots of fresh fruit options. We've got organic pink lady apples, and mostly because these are the cheapest of the organic options at Walmart. I think that bag was $5 and change rather than $6 and change. The price on apples has skyrocketed, and I'm not really sure why. That's something to investigate. But I used to be able to get a bag like this for like $4 or less. And not during apple season even, though we should be in apple season, so don't know. All right, and then right here we have some fresh baby spinach. This is gonna be for some salads. This is gonna be for some smoothies. This is gonna be just a couple of light things like that, some salads, some smoothies. My husband loves fresh greens, so this is just going to be a couple of options there. Not a ton, but a few. Then we have 2 goat milks. We're currently weaning my youngest daughter off of strict goat milk. She can do about half and half without it upsetting her stomach. And 1 gallon of milk. I have 2 gallons of milk left in my fridge because my boys weren't here last week and I was buying milk like they were. So I only got 1 gallon because it's so much cheaper to get it at Costco, and I'm gonna go to Costco next week. So I didn't get a ton of milk. Then we have some Greek yogurt again. And do I prefer to have organic dairy? Yep. Is organic Greek yogurt much more expensive? Yep. So we went for regular Greek here. This is plain because I can use it as a sour cream replacement and I can flavor it myself, which I like to do. I've got 2 bags of frozen chopped spinach. Again, not organic because I did not have any in the store and I compromised. I will be using these to either make saag paneer, which I don't prefer to do from frozen, but I absolutely can, or quiches, or as a side dish with garlic. I love to have chopped spinach in the freezer, and I was down to 1 bag left, which I don't like. Then we got some more frozen stuff over here. This is a pizza that my oldest son is gluten-free, and yes, you can make pizza crusts, but for me, this is a sanity saver. I'm not having to manage that. It's very easy to stick this in the oven. So I have 3 gluten pizzas that I bought in a pack at Costco down in my deep freeze. I have now 1 gluten-free, and I need to have more than just 1, but for right now, we were just doing a simple stock up and I wanted to keep my budget as close to $125 as possible. Then I got a box of fish sticks. I know, not the best thing in the world, but my daughters love them. My second son, who is very picky, likes fish sticks. And so when we have salmon, the 3 older of us will have salmon and the 3 younger will have fish sticks. So that's a compromise, and right now in my life, compromises are just fine. Then we have 2 packages of organic carrots. These were each 2-pound packages. The price was not that much more than getting a 5-pound regular conventional carrots. So, you know, why not go for organic? Organic is better for the soil. Organic is better for the farmers who aren't having to spray heavy pesticides. Organic is better for the environment and all the animals that live in a farming environment. So where you can afford to, there's a good reason to go organic. So that's what we did. We also have an organic cucumber here. This is a large English cucumber. We call it a pickle in our house. And my girls prefer the English. I prefer the English style. It's crunchier, so that's what we got. I know it's out of season. I know we're not eating seasonally. Listen, I am with you. But until we can get into a CSA and get to know some farmers, which we are just beginning to do, we are gonna be eating what we like from the store, and there you go. This is a compromise because they did not have organic peppers or broccoli. And I did not know that until after I'd already driven away, and they said, you have substitutions. Like I said, if you saw my Instagram video, this store was very, they didn't know how to use their own apps, and they were very inefficient and very technologically challenged. So we're gonna make a compromise and have these today. The peppers are really high on the dirty dozen. They get a lot of pesticides sprayed on them. So I'm gonna wash these super good, probably with some vinegar to wash as much of that pesticide off. And the same will go with the broccoli. Try to really wash any of that stuff off. You should be washing your veggies anyway, but I'm gonna do it extra good. Then we got some stuff for the girls' lunches. They are currently not really eating a lot of cheese. I'm not sure why their taste buds have done that. Normally they're cheese monsters, but they are really enjoying yogurt. I know it's sweet, but this helps me have an efficient morning. So we're gonna be doing yogurt on the go. And then we have these apple cinnamon packs. I don't love these from a sustainable living, low waste standpoint, but from a efficiency in the morning when I'm trying to get 4 kids out the door and myself ready to go, these are a lifesaver in lunch boxes. I have 2 replacements for pasta sauce I've used up over the last couple of weeks. Again, tomatoes are very high on the dirty dozen, so if you can afford organic, do organic. They're both just this roasted garlic. And this is just gonna sit on my shelves. I try to always keep 6 to 8 jars in my working pantry, not my long-term storage, not my 1 month of dedicated food storage, but my working pantry. That way I can know I always have enough to pull together lunches, dinners, anything with sauce, and I can make all kinds of stuff. I can make pasta, I can do lasagnas, I can do my millionaire spaghetti. I can even, with something like roasted garlic, if I put enough of another spice, I can turn that into something totally not Italian. So that's great too. Then with our restock, we got some peaches. I really wanted pears, but they didn't have any in juice. I don't like to buy commercially canned vegetables in syrup. There's no reason for that. I buy commercially canned in juice only. And again, not organic because I didn't have it, but these will go in lunches. Once the fresh fruit is eaten up, the girls will take these in their lunchbox. They love fruit. So we got 3 of those, 2 jars of applesauce. Now you have applesauce packets. Why would you want unsweetened applesauce? And the reason is that I use this in baking as an egg replacement. I use this when I make certain kinds of pork meals. Applesauce is really great. One day I dream of having an apple orchard of my own, or in my community that I can go and pick bushels and make my own applesauce and apple products. Apples are so versatile and they're wonderful, and there's so many more varieties than the 4 you get at the store. So right now that's what we got. I was down to 1 jar left, and I don't like having only 1 jar, so we have that. And that is just a restock, just like this is a restock. I'm not going to be using this week, but this is gluten-free pasta. I was realizing I only had 2 full bags of this, and then some spaghetti noodles, which aren't my son's favorite. So slowly restocking. It's pricier than regular, so I can't do a huge restock, and I was really trying to stick to my $125 budget, but little by little, we're gonna keep everything nice and stocked in the pantry. Now, these 2 right here are what I realized I didn't have when I was cooking this last week for Thanksgiving. I didn't have any lime juice, and I didn't have any lemon juice. And in my old pantry back in West Virginia, I had 2 bottles of each on my shelves. But I didn't pack it and take it with me because we could only take certain amount of pantry items. So all that investment was donated. And I in my brain kept thinking, well, I know I have lemon juice and lime juice because I used to have it, but I didn't have it at the new house. So now we finally have some on the shelves, and I will likely in the next couple weeks get a second bottle of each because 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Okay, and moving over here. Oh, before I forget, we have 1 bottle of apple juice because I'd gone through a couple bottles this week, and I like to always have at least 1 to 2 in the house. I actually like to have more than that, but you know. And then some tortilla chips because they are a favorite snack, and with my gluten-free son, they're good for taking to school. Cumin, I was totally out of cumin. I've been out of cumin for like 2 weeks, and I haven't been able to find it, and I finally got some. So got some cumin so I can remake my taco seasoning, and bummer that it's dented, I got some enchilada sauce. I have not had enchiladas in ages. I never make them at home. I don't know if we'll like them, but if we do, I plan on getting several more and making that into our rotation because I could make enchiladas ahead and freeze. Okay, we got the chips. Oh, here's our baking stuff. And these are all things that I was out of. If you've watched my Instagram, and I don't know if the vlog will be out before this, but I was gonna make sugar cookies, and all these sugar cookie recipes asked for cream of tartar, which I didn't have. So now I do, and I can make sugar cookies. Some light brown sugar, I was gonna get dark, but they didn't have any, so this will just have to do. I can always add molasses. If I have molasses, I'll have to double check that. You can always add molasses. That's all that brown sugar is molasses and sugar, but I don't have a good stand mixer that can mix it, and it's so messy to try to do. It's just easier if you have a mixer that can help you with it, so I don't make it myself. All right, some cage-free eggs. I would prefer to buy these from a local farmer, but again, I don't have that person right now, so that's on my list of things around the new year to establish. We got 2 little microfiber cloths that are gonna go live, 1 in each of our cars to keep our dashboards tidy and the inside of the windshield when there's condensation. One of my sons has had some nosebleeds, and he just has a really sensitive part of his nose, so we've got him some saline spray. And then white vinegar, which I only had half a gallon left. I love this stuff for cleaning and cooking and preserving and all the things, so slowly restocking. I used to keep 6 bottles of it at a time. So this is not maybe exciting, it's not sexy, but this is what a, fresh foods, stuff that I will be using this week up, and then slowly restocking that pantry. Do you have your lemon juice? Do you have your lime juice? Do you have tomato sauce? Do you have applesauce? Even if you don't eat it plain, applesauce is a great egg replacement in baking. Going through and inventorying and slowly building, like I said, this was $130 or less, which is a lot of money, but I feel like for inflation prices got me a pretty decent amount of food. So what are you picking up for your grocery hauls, and what are you restocking, and what are you out of? I think that was the thing, was I was looking for lime juice for a recipe and didn't have any, and was like, I know I have lime juice, and then realized, yeah, at the last house I had lime juice and I didn't bring it with me. Doing restocking hauls like this, a little bit at a time, it's not all restock, is important because not all of us have $200 we can just use to restock our pantries. It's that rotational little by little that's so important. I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying Vlogmas. It's the beginning and I'm excited to keep going. Let me know what you guys are buying, and if there are any video topics you would like to see for Vlogmas, leave them down in the comments. Come and visit me over on Instagram. You can find me at sustainable_prepping. And of course, down in the Facebook group, all of my links to all of my stuff, including my courses and my inventory bundle and the discount code to get 30% off both of those. Everything is down in the description. I am excited to be doing this Vlogmas with you. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And until the next video, happy prepping.